Good morning สวัสดีครับ Hello Hello everyone สวัสดีสำหรับคนไทยก็สวัสดีครับไลฟ์วันนี้เราจะเป็นครูสอนภาษาอังกฤษนะจะพูดอิงช่วงแรกแล้วก็พูดไทยช่วงหลังนะ Hello ก็สำหรับคนไทยก็สุขสันต์วันแม่ครับใช่ไหมวะใช่ไหมวะใช่เย่สุขสันต์วันแม่ครับก็นั่นแหละครับสำหรับวันนี้เราก็จะมาทำ breakdown กันเนาะ visual effect breakdown ครับก็ถ้าใครสงสัยแล้วก็ถามได้ right, so for this stream we are going to have a visual effects breakdown. It's mainly going to be, well, the piece that you are looking right now is this crystal thing. Will you work in France? Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, we are going to I would like to kind of explain how I do all of these in After Effects. This is all made in After Effects, by the way. It's pretty cool. And I think the method of doing it, it's quite easy to understand. So I think, yeah, after the stream, you can go try and make this by yourself. It's a really fun project to do. Right, so first I would like to change the screen. I cannot find the button. Oh, there it is. Well, I am working on my university project right now. So yeah, it's mostly the animation cuts. I have already finished most of the stills. So the rest are going to be the animation part. Here are some sneak peeks. Right, yeah. I typically don't do a very detailed animation or like action sequence. I'm not really good at doing it. Mostly it's going to be like this hair looping animation and with this one as well. I'm working on 3 cuts right now, halfway through the project. Right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I would like to open the cutting as well, like the full animation work, but like I'm not sure should I do it or not because I kind of feel like it's going to ruin the hype or like it's going to spoil the entire project. I'm not really sure. Right, so yeah, let's get started. So I already have the After Effects running. So if you're international viewers, if you miss the stream, well, you don't really have to be worried because, or if you feel like you cannot watch the entire stream, you don't really have to worry about that because I don't archive my stream. So you can like go do whatever you want first and then you can come back and watch this later. Right, so here's the project. It's really messy. Hold on. Right, let me run. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับผม ก็วันนี้เราจะทำAfter Effects Breakdown กันนะฮะ อาจจะมีเอาไอ้คัทคอมโพสิตมาด้วยใช่คิดว่าเอาคัทคอมโพสิตมาด้วยเดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากันแต่ว่าวันนี้เอาตรงนี้ก่อนเพราะว่ามีคนถามอันนี้มาเยอะไอเรื่องทำพวก Crystal Effect เนี่ยครับเห็นมีคนถามอยู่ Right so here's how I do this first here is the pre-comp so this is the main shape that I'm working on right it's pretty much in 3D like you can really rotate this right as you can see I kind of messed up the anchor point but like yeah you can clearly see that you can kind of turn this in 3D and the way you do it is quite simple you just have to keep constructing this shape it's pretty abstract since we're working with like the crystal shape so it's really abstract but the thing that you have to keep in mind is the structure or the overall shape that you want it to look right so for me I start with this so this is the main shape so I made a pre-comp but the thing that I use is the shape layer so let me try to demonstrate how I would go do this right so first it's going to be like this I just use this pen tool and then just draw any shapes that you want it could be like a triangle a kind of like a rectangle, a rhombus maybe. Yeah, but try to make it not asymmetrical. Yeah, because if you make it symmetry, it's not going to look like a crystal. So try your best to make a certain point a bit sharper than the rest of the points right here. And then since I use the shape layer, you can use a fill color right here, right? And you now get this. And the first mistake that I made with the previous project is I immediately start applying the, let's say I want to add some texture, so add a fractal noise in, right? And this is the wrong way to do it, because if we change it to 3D layer and we start moving it, as you can see, the pattern of the noise doesn't turn. It's more like a clipping mask, right? So it's just like a shape, like this shape is just like a mask, right? So this is the wrong way to do it. This is the first time that I realized that, oh, I'm fucked, because I already completed all of the shapes and I just realized this. So the correct way is to pre-comp this first and you select this move of attributes, right? So you're gonna get this, and then you go back, and then now you're gonna get this, and you can change it to 3D layer. Now you can freely turn this, but if we apply fractal noise in, now you can see that the noise starts turning in the directions that we are turning our shape into. And the rest is just keep constructing. So let's say I would like to start on this angle. You can do this, right? So I'm just gonna draw it like this, something like that. Okay, and just do the same. Do pre-comp, and you go out, and then open the 3D layer, and then you can now start turning this. The better way is for you to adjust the anchor points as well. Try to keep it at the corner. Not the corner, I mean like the side of the shape, somewhere right here, because when we start pivoting, it's going to turn in that corner, and it's going to be much easier for you to, you know, construct this. It's a bit hard because, you know, you have to kind of guess how much angle that you want it to be. It's a bit hard, but with patience, you can do it. I mean, it's a bit hip scratching, but yeah, you're going to get it eventually. Just keep resizing and then try your best to stitch it together, or in my word, I use a constructed together. So now you're going to get this, yeah, something like this, and then now I think you start to get the idea. Then you can just like keep making the shape layer, like do this, right? Pre-comp, turn it into 3D layer. Where's that? Okay, yeah, turn to 3D layer and adjust the anchor points. Or if you have like an extension where it's going to like center the anchor point automatically, you can use that. I think I don't have it with me right now, that plugin, so we are just going to do it manually. Another way to make it much easier is to click on this. So this is going to be like the world axis, right? So you can first rotate this to change its orientation, and use the world axis to change its position, something like that, right? And then you can go back to here and then start turning. Yeah, it's overall just keep doing this. Repeat this process until you get the entire crystal shape. And yeah, if you keep doing it, you're going to get something like this, right? Well, this is my first time doing it, so yes, you can clearly see that the theme, like there's like some part that is not connected seamlessly, but it's a very small detail, and I doubt that many people are not going to see that. And another thing that I did was, hold on. Okay. So in its base, it's going to look something like this, but it's missing a key feature, which is this outline right here, as you can see, this one, like this gradient outline, which you can typically see in most of the crystal shape. So this one I use the distance gradation. This is not the native plugins of After Effects. This is like an additional plugins from OLM. You can download this for free. You can search OLM plugins, and in their website, you're going to find this distance gradation plugin, this one. Right. So I keep applying this. So it's pretty much just like I duplicate all of them and apply the distance gradation. So you're going to get this outline effects, right? And if you go out, it's not finished yet because we have to add a more texture into our work, because right now it's really uniform. Like I can tell that the color is interesting, but the texture is a bit dull. So the way I do most of this is to apply the Displacer Pro, this one. And I like it because it gives you this interesting pattern where you can really control how it's going to distort, and you can kind of rotate this if my PC allow me to do that. It's really laggy. Like every time that I am constructing or making a 3D shape, it's going to be very laggy. Right, you can play with the scale and stuff. Yeah, you have a lot of like options to play. And another thing, if you are using a Displacer Pro, I recommend you to put the edge behavior to repeat, because without this, you're going to see some artifacts. Let's see, yeah, something like that. It's a bit of an artifact, so just put this on a repeat will fix this problem, or kind of reduce the problem. It's not like complete fix. And the anti-aliasing. If you want your work to not have this grainy pattern, you can turn this to like ×2, and it's going to reduce the grainy pattern, as you can see. But the downside of this is it's going to make your work a bit blurry, as you can see, very blurry. So I typically don't put this on. I kind of like how grainy this is. Right, so yeah, pretty much how we do it. And pair it with the deep glow. This one. Pair it with deep glow is going to get a very beautiful color corrections and post-production work. Like without deep glow, it's like it's so dark. You can use a normal glow as well, but like it's not going to be as cool as the deep glow. This is the only plugins that is a paid plugin. The rest is free. That I use is free, or open source. It's not really free, like something like that. But I use deep glow for most of my work. Right, and oh, another thing, which is once you finish constructing this, the way I make it rotate is I put this pre-comp right here. So I put this in here, and then press on class transformation, which is this kind of like a sun layer, this one. You have to click this on, because without it, it's going to like behave like a 2D plane, as you can see. Right, it doesn't have any depth, like it's just like a paper. Like you need to click on this, so it's going to read the content inside of our pre-comps, as you can see. And once it reads that, you're going to get a 3D crystal that you can freely rotate this, as you can see. And you can play with any axis, and you can scale this up and down too. You have to uncheck the constraint proportions right here. Right, so you can make it a bit narrower or wider. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you want to make like a small crystal, yeah, you can do that, as you can see. Right. And this is how I made a crystal in After Effects. You can add more texture, I think, by using like the image or a picture of the crystal. Like you put this on like an overlay, and it's going to be a bit better. Like it's going to look more like a actual crystal. And I think that if you keep like improving the quality, it's pretty much going to be almost the same as using the 3D programs to make this kind of stuff. But it still have some limitations, like you can make this shape, but maybe you cannot animate it like starting to form, something like that. It's quite impossible to do on After Effects, I think. Yeah, so this is how I make a crystal. Another thing that I would like to make a breakdown on is the compositing technique, like that soft shade thing that I put on my Twitter, which I'm going to open that. And by the way, if you have any questions regarding about like how do you make a crystal, or like some problems that you have faced in like your experiment, you can ask me, or we can share this together and I will try my best to answer that. So I'm finding that folder. I don't see it. Hold on. Project. Where is it? I have to hide my screen because I do have like some, you know, some secret work, like confidential work with my studio. Not my studio, like the studio that I'm working on. Okay, there it says. Sup, hello. It's loading, I think. Okay. So I'm going to, oh my god, it is not loading. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to make a little bit of like an explanation on this. Many people have asked me about this technique. I'm going to go on this in full details. So first, let's go here. Okay. So this is like the technique that I just discovered recently. So take this with a grain of salt because, you know, I still cannot make it like I cannot streamline this. This is more like an indie type technique that you can use in your like your personal work, but I have tested this and used it on like the actual animation production, and I discovered that it is almost impossible to keep consistency with this. And the main reason is you need to make a masking. So I think if I start explaining, you will get the idea. So first thing first, you would need the layer. So this is the base color, how it looks, right? And the way you do this is you have to change all of the color. Like you can see like the shadows, the reflection, you have to change it to base color. So I use F color change. So this is not the native plugins of After Effects. You have to download it on the GitHub. So it's F plugins. You can search that on Google and you can find it on GitHub. I think, I don't remember. Right, you have to change it to base color, or just try your best to remove every color and remain only a base, as you can see. Right. So now you have this, and I think it's going to be better if I demonstrate this, recreate this. I mean, hold on. Right. So let's do this. Going to focus on, I think on the face is good. Okay. So change the color. So I would put this color change in, and I'm going to change this highlight color into, yeah, you can select like it's maybe you would like to change it to like a shadow. You can do it, or you can change the shadow into the highlights. It depends, right? It depends on circumstance. For me, I would how do I say this? It is determined by which part of the color takes the most area in. like right here, you can see that most of this is covered in shadow. So I would change the highlights into shadow as well. So let's do that. So now you do this. I'm going to demonstrate only the hair layer because it's pretty much the same. If plugins got deleted there, I think it is not. Hold on, let me try. Many people seems to have this problem. Let me try. Is it deleted though? Okay, hold on. I'm bringing the Google page. Let's see. Because actually I checked it recently and it's still downloadable for me. Okay, so this is the F plugins. So this link right here. I don't think it's deleted. Like mostly if you scroll down, you won't see the link. Yeah, I do understand that. But you can go to here, right here. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but the plugin is actually right here. Right, if you click on there, you can still see this F plugins, and you can just download this. Like just click and it downloads, and you get the plugins. I think it's because it changed the creator removed the link, I think. Yeah, but you can still download it. It's right here. But let me know if you have some problems with it, because I haven't tried to use the recent version of the F plugins as well. Mine is like 2024. It's like a bit old. Right. So let's go back to the breakdown. What studio am I working? It's an animation studio based in Thailand called Animatics. They make a very awesome work. I was an intern for around. Well, I'm still an intern, but like I applied for their intern the first time around 1 year ago. They accepted, and I did okay in the studio, and I decided to continue to work with them. Right. But the reason why I told you that I have to work the intern 2 times because my university, we actually have like a curriculum. Like our 4th year, we need to have like a internship, like a full year internship. So the entire year we have to work in a studio or some kind of like industry work, something like that. That is related to like animation and stuff. So the first time that I took an intern, that was more like an unofficial intern. So I cannot really use like the certifications from the studio to like confirm with the university. I cannot do that because it's out of the period. I took the first intern around my 3rd year. Yeah, just want to like get a little bit of like a head start. That's the thing that I want. Okay, so once we change the color, you can duplicate this up and delete the color change, right? And pre-comp, I don't think you can do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this I'm just going to duplicate the base color first, okay? And then pre-comp, move all attributes. You're gonna get this. It's a bit funny, like you can see like her head got cut off. All right, and once you have this, where's my, oh yeah. Once you have this, you can use the color keep. We are going to select only 2 colors. That color will be blurred or blend together. All right, so select color keep, put this to like 2 colors. Select this and select this. Turn on the effects. I don't really recommend you to like turn on the effects and then start like keeping the color because you cannot do it. So like turn the effects off first. All right, once you get this, we have to blur it. So we're going to use the select blur. This one. Animatics. Let me. I'm advertising the studio. Animatics. This one. Cool studio. We made a very cool animations. Mostly it's Japanese animation style work. related. Right. So we blur this. So you're gonna get this, right? And the reason why I told you that it's not really production proven is because you have to mask this, right? You have to manually mask the part right here. Oh, and by the way, you have to put the color key here as well. Right, so now you get this. See, you have to manually mask it. I still have no idea how can you like generate it randomly, like to make it random part. I still have no idea about that. Maybe if I discover it, or if you have any idea on how you would do that, please let me know. This is one of the techniques that I am dying to learn. Like I really like it. The first time I'm seeing this is from like the Fate Memorial movie. Like I can clearly see that there's like this type of techniques that they work. I don't know how they do it. This is the best version that I come up. So like you mask this manually. Alright, and well, another thing that is covered is if you want to make it more stylized, there are two plugins that you can put in here. The first one is Scatter, and it's going to make it more texturized. As you can see, it's a bit more texturized. And another one is the brush strokes, and it's going to make a little bit of this blend, and it's going to hide this mask area as well. As you can see, it goes over the mask area, so it's going to make it a bit more seamless. Where if you don't have these two plugins together, you can clearly see that, yeah, it's not seamless. You can see this transition. It's not even a transition like this Terminator, this part, right? But if you use this too, you're going to be able to hide this quite seamlessly. But you have to tweak this a bit. So right now the brush strokes, the size of it is too much, so we're going to reduce the size down to somewhere around here and reduce the stroke length. Just try your best to like hide this a little bit of like hide this grainy texture, so something like that. Yeah. And stroke density, yeah, you can play with this. I'm typically going to increase this to like 2, right? And then go to the blend with original, because the brush strokes, it's going to generate every single frame and it's going to look very janky. Like as you can see, it generates every single time. So go to the blend with original and just put like 50%. So it's going to reduce that, you know, animation of the brush stroke. And now you're going to get this soft shade technique. Well, I have tried to use it on the my university project too, and it works just fine. However, well, as I told you, it's not going to work well with like an animation sequence. And you can just keep masking this out. Yeah. So let me try to do this right here. So like the position or the place you would like to place this in, you would need a little bit of like an art knowledge. So basically, the place that is furthest away from the light source is going to be blurred. So somewhere around here, right here, or like where it curved, you can put it right there, right? So just try your best to like randomize it a bit, but like not too randomize. It needs to have a little bit of cohesion, and don't overdo it. Like just this bit is already enough in my opinion. Right, so now let's go out and you're going to get this, and as you can see, you already have like a very interesting rendering techniques. If you want to add, let's say, an effects to this, you won't be able to do it because there are 2 colors in here, so you would need to key this shadow color out. The key plugins that I use is color range, this one. This is the native plugins, so it's already available on After Effects right here, and you just color pick this color, and it's going to remove that. See, now you're going to get this texture but the difference is if you would like to add, let's say, a deep glow, you can now do it. See? And yeah, that's how I do it. And this is it's the same technique on every single part. So you can just like do this on the skin, like maybe on like her reflect color. But another limitations is you can only choose 2 color because we are using the color range which can only, you know, remove 1 color at a time. You may be it may be possible if you duplicate the color range, but I don't get a really good result with this like technique, so I just keep it simple and just, you know, just like only 2 colors and then just keep doing that. And yeah, try to reserve this for the highlight cuts or a close-up shot, because you know it's really time consuming. Here's like my full work. Let me see. As you can see, there are like a lot of pre-comps right here, and you have to spend a lot of time manually masking and do stuff here. A bit time consuming, but the result is perfect. I really like this result, and I think I will keep spamming this technique from like for future project. Yeah, I like this technique a lot. And another thing is, if you use this technique, you are able to make a more professional lighting, in my opinion, because you separate every color from each other. So let's say you want to add some gradient ramp, you can do it on separate parts. It's like drawing, I think. This is like more of a drawing technique already. Like you have these separate layers for separate parts. You can add like a gradient ramp or distance gradation. This one. We can add this here. Yeah, and now you're going to get this really cool lighting. Right, so I think that's it. How much time did you took to do this comp? I think around 2 hours. It's very long, I know. So typically it's going to take me around 1 hour to 2 hours to complete this type of like work. But if there is not much detail, maybe faster, around half an hour maybe. Yeah. So here's some comparisons before and after. It's all about playing with lighting, I think. Playing with blend mode and lighting. Yeah, and most of my blend mode, cool tip, the blend mode in After Effects is already grouped. So like, if you want your work to be, like, if you're working on the highlight parts, these group of plugins are made specifically for lighting. So like, add is for light, screen is for light. Classic color dodge is for this type of light, like right here. It's going to look very bright, and I typically use classic color dodge for realistic lighting because it's going to provide like a subsurface scattering, like this like orange glow, and it's going to refer to like the layer below. So it's going to know which color is going to like glow, which color is not going to glow. Really good. So I typically spam that. Right. So let's go back to the crystal. Would like to talk. I was a dumbass. I couldn't see the download link. Oh yes, it's all right. Yeah, many people, including me, cannot find the download link. Like, I think they changed the link, or like I think they remove it completely. And the first time that I am trying to download the F plugins, I genuinely cannot like get it to work because I don't really know how their plugins work. Like, yeah, the link is right there. I hope this helped. I think many people are like struggling to find this. Right, so on the crystal, the last thing that I would like to talk before we I go work on like the drawing stuff is the, let's see, oh, the layerings, yeah, right. So typically I only use the base layer. I'm not going to like put more effects in if it's already determined that this is the shape and this is the texture that I would like to use. I'm not going to change anymore. It's typically going to be just color change, like color vibrance, or changing the contrast and stuff, and using the classic difference, right? I like to use this because, to be honest, it makes the texture more interesting, and it makes it a bit darker. Right here, let's compare. I lied. Like typically it's going to make the color a bit more contrast. I like it. Oh yeah, here it is. Right, without the color vibrance, or without like the classic difference. Like without this, it's going to be very bright, and I don't really like it a lot. Oh, here it is, I think. I typically don't use like one layer only, but it's mostly going to be like multiple layers stacked on top of each other to create an interesting shape. So I would like everyone that's working in like visual effects stuff to keep it in mind. I find the results to be really good with this. Here's the layering. I hope I can turn this off. I already untoggled this, but like it doesn't work. I don't know why. Really annoying. Sometimes After Effects is like a bit glitchy. Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind. This turn this to color vibrance. This, a lot of like layer paired together. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be this. And is there a way for you to know which layer or which type of the blend mode is going to work best? I think not really. It's mostly experimentation, so you have to like keep playing around with it. Because I feel like there is no like one solution to this type of visual effects, or I don't think there's any like shortcut in terms of like layering and stuff. You have to play, you have to try. Like it took me a while to like make this shape, to get this texture. It took me a while. Like yeah, once you found it, it's so satisfying, and that's the reason why I love to do this kind of stuff. Right, so yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to start working on this now. I have to be a bit more quicker with this because, well, this is like a solo project. I'm working 100% alone. Not alone. Alone seems to be a bit sad. Like independent. I have to be a bit quick with this. So this project I have around 2 months left. It has to be premiere on like the October. So I am aiming for this month to at least finish the layout for the entire project. That's the speed that I would like it to be. But if you still have any questions regarding the visual effects stuff or composing stuff, please let me know. Feel free to ask. So I'm animating their hair.คนไทยขี้แตกแล้วนะร้องไห้แล้วพี่โทรีพูดอะไรบ้างผมคิดว่าทุกคนฟังออกนะเพราะทุกคนเก่ง ใช่ไหมทุกคนเก่งแต่ว่า ถ้าฟังไม่รู้เรื่องบอกได้นะเดี๋ยวผมกลับไปอธิบายให้อีกรอบได้ไม่มีปัญหาแล้วไม่ถนัดใช้คลิปตูอนิเมตเลยต้องฝึกไว้นะไม่ฝึกเดี๋ยวสนิมขึ้นHave you ever tried to make a face movement with hair animation and comp it? Face animation, interesting. I guess this thing, probably will be my first. I've never invest time in animation. Like I do like anime style. Like I'm not really good in animating myself, so I don't really do that most of the time. Most of it is going to be like heavy compositing with like a minimal animation. I am so bad at animation. Like I really do. Because you always the hair on your post. Yeah. I never do it. Or there are some projects that I do animate some like body mechanics, but it's never finished. So I don't post it. I just feel like I don't have the how should I say this? Like the commitment to finish the work. I was more drawn into the compositing stuff. So I actually just like let it sit and never finish it. Well, I guess in this project will be the first time that I have to make a more animation stuff. I think around 1 year ago, I made like an animation project too, where there are a lot of like actions and stuff, but the compositing is not really good. I mean, I could get that. Hold on, let me see. I think I already posted on my YouTube. Let's see. But that was like 1 year ago. Like it's like an inverse, right? So last year I did a lot of like animations, but my compositing is pure ass. But this year my compositing is like I guess it's like a really good, but my animation is pure ass. It's like I switch in gears. I don't know. Okay, let me try to find this. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Here, I think this one. This one is. Like the compositing is a bit off in this work, but that was like, so this means 1 year ago. I'm not going to open the sounds because, you know, I'm so cringe. But there's nothing much there. Like there are some movement, like some actions and stuff. Pretty much it. So this project took me around 2 months to finish. It's roughly the same with this project, I think, but this project has like around 3 months to finish. It's not the same, even though like the character designs might look very similar. It's not the same. It doesn't have the same lore. Looks dope though. You should animate more. Yeah, I hope that I don't like pass away my passion. Because to be fair, I used to like animating a lot. Like on my second year, I did a lot of like animations and I do enjoy it. But at certain points I feel like I don't know, something in my heart told me that, man, you are so ass in animating, and I quit. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah, I would try to like get back to this animating thing. I used to love it. I used to love it a lot. I really do. Gotta hit save very often because I don't trust in Clip Studio. I'm not sure like when will the programs like self-destruct. Before I use Clip Studio, I used Procreate, and I've been like a Procreate user for like 3 years, I think, and I switched to Clip Studio because of like animations. Because you cannot really do a very complex animation on Procreate because of like the timeline limitations and the layer limitations.มาเปิด Poly Lab Inc ไอ้น้อง Lab Inc ไลฟ์ที่แล้วเราพูดภาษาไทยครับไลฟ์นี้เราก็ต้องพูดภาษาอังกฤษครับนั่งฟังผม Lab Inc I guess this is the reason why they have a lot of like role in animation. Like you have like a layout artist, in between artists, Sakang, Niken. There are a lot of roles in Japanese animation because like it took so long to complete things by yourself. Well, I'm not really familiar with the production side as much because most of my work is in post-production. Not really sure, but like I can tell that it took tons of effort to complete the work. I like the animation so good. I started with basic manga animations and now I'm trying to learn how to draw right now and how to comp. But I'm it's sadly. Yeah, it takes time. Don't rush it. Take your time. I used to be ass too. Like my animation is still ass. But like before I start animating, I was an illustrator before. I draw like I paint and stuff. But most of that work got buried. It's not buried. I keep using a very bad word. I don't know why. Like it's on my Facebook page. It's gonna be very odd, but I start posting my work on the Facebook. Twitter was more like a second platform for me. But right now Twitter is my main platform because the post performed so well, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why people like my work so much. I appreciate that though, really do. But like I used to draw a lot, and I gained like fundamentals of art from that period. I have been drawing for like 5 years, I think. 5 years. I started drawing on 2019, the COVID year. That's when I started doing digital arts. Right now I'm redrawing the manhwa panel with the base color. I'm gonna try to comb it to get a similar feeling like it's on manhwa, but it's not working. It takes time. I just got into compositing and FX stuff on I realized the Fractonoid is like a god. Yeah, Man, there are only two plugins that I use. It's either the particle whir or Fractonoid. I used to use like the Mercury before, but like since we have Fractonoid, the Mercury is pretty much useless. Unless we want to simulate like a water physics, you can use like a how the fuck do you write that? Like a Mister? Is it Mister? Mr. Mercury? Who is that? You can use this to simulate the water physics. It's the first plugin that got me famous, actually, like Mr. Mercury. Like I used this plugin to create a water sphere or like water thing, something, and people go ballistic on that. I don't know why. There are two types of noise though. There are fractal noise and turbulent noise. Fractal noise is really good in creating like a more unified shape where you can control its animation, its directions freely. And turbulent noise is good for simulating a more natural moving stuff. Let's say water. Typically it's going to be a cloud or water. And you can pair it with ball action. And ball action is just basically going to turn your noise into like a 3D noise. That's pretty much it. Yeah. ช่วงนี้กำลังปั่นโปรเจกต์เลยครับขอบคุณที่มาเจอช่องพี่มีประโยชน์ต่อชีวิตผมมากโอ้ยินดีครับผมโปรเจกต์อะไรอะแอนิเมชั่นอะ to draw the last frame, and then I can start in betweening this. So I'm just going to copy this. Man, I keep doing this looping animations. You know why I like to do looping animations? I think you already know. Because I can kind of stretch the durations how long I want. It's like I just draw 5 frames and I can just stretch this to like 2 seconds. Man, I'm such a lazy bastard. Holy shit. Yeah, but another thing that's like I like to do the looping stuff too. The lazy is like well, it's one of the reasons, but like the main reason is I like it. I think it's really cool that you can use this in like a live stream and stuff. Really awesome. Okay, so how do I draw this? Hold on. So it goes up, so it has to go down. Okay. Wait, which side is down? Oh. Man, I'm so confused. That's my own keyframes. So it goes up, so it has to like somewhere around here. Okay. Animation is so confusing. Oh, right. Yeah, I just realized something. I have never made the character design for this thing. I don't even have a name. I have a bad habit of not naming my original character. So like most of the time I just like the elf girl 1, the elf man 1, this thing. I don't like to name things, I don't know why. Again, I have never made like yeah, I should make a character sheet first before I make animations. I don't know. Since I already started, I'm just going to roll with it. Yeah, I don't really like to make it move that much. I think it's already fine. This is more like a slow motion cut. Like it freezes in time. My first decision was to not animate it at all, but like I feel like I already have like a lot of stills, so like maybe no. Maybe I'll animate it. I have to change this. F1, F2, yeah, I'm asset naming. I don't name it at all. Or sometimes I come up with a name and it's not coherent. Like it doesn't make sense. Like why is their name like this? I don't know. I don't even have like a coherent story at the start. I just like to spam visual effects. I just like to spam water effects, black hole, crystal effects, some photo effects. Yeah, the entire work. It's just visual effects galore. Pretty much it. Nothing else. Story? Nah. I don't care about stories. I just want to make a flashbang and make anyone that watch my animation goes blind. But I think it's not a flashbang. It's more like you cannot see, because I've asked some of my friends about my animation works and like my recent work, and most of them are telling me that I am making like my work, like as you can see right here, it's a bit too underexposed. Like there's more shadow, darker parts than lighter parts. Like you cannot really see. Like if I export this and put it on my phone, you can barely see the details. Like you cannot see anything at all. And that's the main comment, which I do agree. It's probably because I have never made like my own work to be in like an environment. Mostly it's going to be like in the dark area or in the dark backgrounds. You know, I just don't like to draw backgrounds. That's it. I think I should make it a bit brighter, but like, nah. I like this. I like this shit. อ่านหนังสือไปเปิดไลฟ์พี่ไปโคตรดีนะครับผมแบบ At this point just animate the hair in After Effects with puppet pins. Yeah, I seriously consider that too, but like nah, I don't think it's going to go well. Still like the frame by frame aspect of this still. But I'm pretty sure if I don't step up my game, I'm going to stuck here doing the hair animations forever. I have to step up my game, you're right. I'm gonna start doing some animations. There's another thing that I would like to do too. I like Blue Lock, like the football thing, the football anime. I like Blue Lock a lot, and I've made like some fan animations. It's not even a fucking animation. It's like a still. Can you call it even? I cannot even call it animation because it doesn't move. Like it's mostly just like still images, and I just slap like cool visual effects in. I was planning to make some kind of like a Blue Lock stuff. I like the show, I like the story, I like the character a lot. Maybe in the future, not sure when. Like I'm planning to do it. When are you going to make some lighting effects in AE? Oh, what do you mean by that? Like the flare thing? I guess maybe the next stream, I think. I'm not sure which one you are referring to though. Electricity. Wanted to animate block effects, but they're hella hard to animate. Yeah. I've made like the Psy aura before, but I don't post it on Twitter because I don't know, it doesn't seem to get a very good engagement, so I just delete it. Yeah, maybe in the future, maybe I will do some fan animations. Right now I have to focus on the uni stuff, my university stuff. I could give you some example from a manga about electricity. Electricity? Like this thing right here? Like a thunder effects?มีลิสต์เรียนไหมครับถ้าจะเรียนรู้วิธีทำเอฟเฟกต์แบบคุณโทริผมอยากทำมากเลยแต่ไม่ได้เรียนสายนี้เลยไม่รู้จะเริ่มยังไงดีนั่นสินะเพราะว่างานส่วนมากที่ผมทำผมก็หาวิธีทำเองเหมือนกันจริงมันจะมีช่องสอนไม่เชิงสอนเขาจะมาทำเป็นเบรกดาวน์ครับของพวกเนี้ยลองเสิร์ชคุณทัคุมุระทิปส์ก็ได้ครับให้ไปวะใช่มันจะมีหรือไม่ก็เสิร์ชแท็กพวกแบบแท็ก After Effects ครับแท็ก After Effects ใน Twitter ครับมีเยอะเลยเสิร์ชใช้แท็กนะครับเสิร์ชใน Twitter ได้อยู่เขาก็จะมีคลิปสอนอยู่หรือไม่ก็อาจจะเป็นคลิปเบรกดาวน์พวกเอฟเฟกต์พวกนี้ครับแล้วเราก็ลองทำตามแต่ว่าถ้าเป็นคลิปสอนตรงๆผมว่าหายากอยู่ครับเพราะว่าโดยส่วนมากมันก็จะเป็นเรียกว่าไงดีวะเป็นเอฟเฟกต์ที่มันดูค่อนข้างเก่าครับมันดูไม่ทันยุคสมัยเท่าไหร่ของพวกนี้ผมรู้สึกส่วนมากก็คือศึกษากันเองลองกันเองครับyeah I think but I'm pretty sure that you will not use it because you know it doesn't look good but like there's a plugins in After Effects called lightning like 2.5 I think I'm not sure like it's an actual lighting Jesus I keep saying the name like it's actual thunder effects in After Effects like you can try to play with this or my suggestion is for you to I think if you draw it by yourself it's going to be the best I think most of the natural shape or natural visual effects it's much better if you draw it like especially the thunder electricity thing much better oh yeah then you have the same mindset as me kind of feel like it's much better if you draw it because most of my effects are like an imitations it's mostly like I'm trying to imitate a style that you would see in like a animation show or animation productions where you draw like the visual effects or the effects thing I try to imitate that style but I use After Effects to do it oh I see yeah it takes time you cannot don't rush it too like if you keep rushing it it's going to be bad for you I think try your best to like learn slowly but surely. I think the tips that I can give you is like, let's say if you're animating like this thunder effects or this I think lightning. I'm having a very bad time pronouncing this. This lightning effects is it's much better if you animate this on 24 frames per second. Like you don't really have to draw everything in like 24 frames. You can just use like the timing and stuff, which you have already mentioned. Like mostly it's going to be like on one, not on one, not on two, where you freeze the frame like by 2 frames. So you actually have to make only around 12 drawings, right, on 2. So you still you freeze it for 2 frames, right? And I would try to freeze like to have one particular frame to be hold much longer. Let's say I hold this for like 3 frames and try to like randomize it, not really randomize it. The frame that is the highlights or the shape is the most beautiful. I would suggest you to like hold it for the longest as possible, because the viewer are going to like remember that. Something like that. Try not to like make it evenly, because if you make it evenly, it's not going to look that natural. Do it in 2s, yeah. But it's I think it's going to be much better if you don't do everything like in 2s, like maybe whack it out on 2s on this certain part and then you switch it on 3, something like that. Much better. It's gonna look more natural. Like at the start you can do it like on 1, and then at the middle part you can do it like on 2, and then yeah, the highlight can be on 3 and then on 2 and on 1, something like that. I don't think I will be able to finish this in stream. It's a bit too detailed, but I want this to be detailed. You can see that the click to the pin still have a problem. Playback. On playback part. Okay, yeah, kind of works. A bit goofy, but like, yeah, I'll take it. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to like slap around 1 million visual effects to cover all of this janky animations. A bit funny. Maybe in the future I might try to get someone to like to work together. Maybe someone who is really good in animating and stuff. Yeah, I would just be a compositor, controlling mostly on the post-production part. Takes time. But I think your approach is good, because since you are like learning from the actual manhwa, you're going to learn a lot of stuff pretty quickly too. So it's good. Oh my god, I cannot get this curve. Please? Come on. Please? Okay, thank you. Man, every artist nightmare. Like you are in this endless loop of like Control C and Control C. Digital artists be like. Okay, I'm gonna draw this side now. Has the same curve. Actually, I have to lock the layer. Hold on. So annoying. So now it should not move. I hope. Oh my god, I cannot draw this. I cannot get the curve. Hold on. Now I have to lock it in.ไปก่อนเด้อโทริได้ฮะสู้ๆเจอกันครับ Hi, hello. Morning. Probably it's evening for me, but I'm not sure what time zone you're on, but hello. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it kind of works, I guess. Good enough, like it. Hello. Good morning. Maybe. Man, I imagine that I have to like make a guide for like the highlights and shadows. Yuck. It's going to be a pain. There's so much hair strands. Yeah, never mind. It's like it's already the highlight cuts off like the animation preview. It gotta look good. I think for the stream, I think we are going to end after I finish these two in-betweens. That's pretty much it, I think. If you missed the intro, can I call it an intro? Like the first half of the stream, like you can rewatch that. I don't archive my stream, so you can like, go back and watch that. Sorry. I'm gonna work on this top part. Gonna go see you next time on stream. It was fun. Thank you. See you. Have fun. Good luck. X นี่มันคืออะไรวะ What is this? Oh, there you are.บนมือเนาะคอนโทรล C โอ้บนมือถ้าใครที่มาสตรีมไม่ทันนะสงสัยอะไรถามได้นะปกติเวลาผมไลฟ์อ่ะมันจะมีไลฟ์อันหนึ่งที่ผมจะพูดไทยแล้วก็แรปไทยแล้วก็ถ้าแรปไทยไปแล้วไลฟ์ถัดไปจะแรปอิงส่วนมากจะเป็นอย่างนั้นนะในช่วงหลังผู้ชมต่างประเทศเยอะขึ้นนะอันนึงนะพอดีว่าผมจะต้องเช็คงานปกติจริงๆบริษัทหน้าหล่อของเราเนี่ยนะครับเขาประชุมงานกันช่วงวันที่ผมไลฟ์นะผมก็ต้องนั่งดูนะว่าเขาแท็กอะไรก็ถ้าเขาแท็กเดี๋ยวผมก็ไปทำ โอเคยังไม่มีอ่ะยังไม่มาไม่ไปตัวนี้มีแผนทำแอนิเมะของตัวเองบ้างไหมครับผมคิดว่าเรียนจบน่าจะทำครับก็คืออีก1 ปีไม่ถึงปีอีกกี่เดือนวะผมไม่รู้เรียนจบน่าจะทำเผื่อจะเปิดสตูของตัวเองด้วยแต่ตอนนี้ยังคิดอยู่ครับยังช่างใจอยู่ว่าผมจะไปทางสายเป็นสายโปรดักชันดีไหมก็คือแบบทำแต่อนิเมะหรือเป็นสายสอนก็คือแบบทำคลิปสอนทำคอร์สสอนคนไทยนะครับหรือคอร์สภาษาไทยไงเพราะว่าพอมีประสบการณ์ทำเป็นภาษาอังกฤษมาละนะครับก็เหลือแค่ทำให้กับคนไทยถ้าทำคอร์สก็คงจะเป็นคอร์สไลฟ์เซสชั่นมากกว่าก็คือแบบนั่งเรียนจริงๆเลยที่ไม่ใช่นั่งเรียนในห้องแต่ว่าเป็นแบบเรียนออนไลน์อย่างเงี้ยครับกำลังคิดอยู่ว่าทางตัวผมมันจะไปสายไหนดีระหว่างสายผลิตกับสายสอนคิดอยู่เพราะว่าส่วนตัวผมมองว่าถ้าไปสายสอนน่ะเงินน่าจะดีกว่าสายสอนได้เงินเยอะนะครับเยอะมากไม่เยอะชิบหายเลยครับ เงินโกลโซเข้านี่ผมเห็นตัวเลขผมไม่อยากเชื่อนะไอ้บ้าคือมันได้เยอะกว่าสายผลิตประมาณเกิน10 เท่าอ่ะผมดูอะแต่สายสอนก็จะไม่ค่อยมีเครดิตครับหมายความว่าถ้าเราเน้นจะสอนอย่างเงี้ยแต่ว่าเราไม่มีงานเป็นที่ประจักษ์อย่างเงี้ยมันก็จะอยู่ยากแผนที่ผมคิดไว้เล่นๆก็คือช่วงประมาณเนี่ยพอเรียนจบประมาณ2-3ไม่ถึง2-3 ปีนะครับส่วน5 ปีแรกก็จะอยู่สายผลิตไปก่อนเก็บเกี่ยวประสบการณ์พออายุสัก25-27อย่างเงี้ยครับก็อาจจะเปลี่ยนตัวเองไปเป็นสายสอนตอนนั้นน่าจะไม่รู้เหมือนกันว่าจะมีครอบครัวไหมหรือไม่มีหรือยังไงดีไม่รู้เหมือนกันนะแต่ผมแพลนว่าผมฟาร์มสกิลมาค่อนข้างเยอะแล้วในส่วนหนึ่งก็น่าจะเพียงพอในการทำสายผลิตละครับก็เข้าอุตสาหกรรมไปซะอยู่สักปีเก็บประสบการณ์เก็บครบปุ๊บก็ค่อยมาทำเป็นสายสอนก็ไม่น่าจะสายไปแผนผมประมาณนั้นสายสอนถ้าเกิดความรู้มันไม่แน่นพอถ้าเกิดเจอคำถามยากๆเราก็ตอบไม่ได้ครับก็ต้องไปฟาร์มมาก่อนเก็บเวลมาก่อนหลักๆที่เจอถ้าเกิดเราต้องทำแอนิเมะของตัวเองครับก็คือส่วนมากจะเป็นช่วงพวก pre-production เว้ยจะเป็นตอนเขียนบทครับเขียนบทนี่แหละตัวปัญหาหลักของผมเลยเขียนบทไม่เก่งครับไม่มีประสบการณ์เลยแค่ไม่ได้ฟาร์มสกิลด้านเขียนบทมาเลยแม้แต่น้อยนะจะต้องไปนั่งฟาร์มระหว่างเนี่ยช่วงปี2 ปีนะต้องไปนั่งฟาร์มสกิลเขียนบทเชี่ยช่างมันเถอะไม่ได้ต่างกันลืมเปลี่ยนเลยเยอะเพราะว่าทำไมลบแล้วมันแปลก เดี๋ยวนะครับตอนนี้ผมอยู่ช่วง20ใช่ผม21ครับขอบคุณครับพอดีชอบวาดรูปครับทำมานานแล้วมาน่าจะเข้าปีที่6แล้วมั้งนานอยู่ครับเห็นไหมวะผมเริ่มวาดดิจิตอลตอน2019 9 20 21 22 23 24 7นับ6ปีดีกว่า6ปีนะเส้นไม่ make sense นะอะไรวะ What is this ผมลากเส้นตรงนี้ไม่ได้มันจบไปแล้วเมื่อทำอนิเมะแต่โดนอาจารย์หลอกบอกวิทยาการคอมทำได้เลยเข้าไปเรียนสรุปเขียนโค้ดไม่ได้วาดรูปเลย no โดนต้มแล้วไม่เป็นไรครับก็ เราก็ต้องหาเวลาว่างแล้วครับถ้าอย่างนั้นถ้ามีเวลาว่างเราก็ฝึกทำได้ครับเพราะว่ารูปจริงๆตอนเรียนมัธยมผมก็ไม่ได้เรียนสายศิลป์ผมก็เรียนสายวิทย์คณิตนี่แหละครับส่วนมากผมก็ฝึกเวลาว่างหรือไม่ก็นั่งวาดรูปแม่งไปเลยนะในเวลาเรียน แล้วถ้าเกิดมีสอบมีอะไรผมค่อยไปอ่านแบบช่วงใกล้สอบแทนหรือไม่ก็ช่วงสัปดาห์ที่เขาให้อ่านหนังสือสอบค่อยอ่านอย่างนั้นนะแต่ผมจะติดนิสัยตรงที่ว่าถ้าตอนเรียนอย่างเงี้ยก็คือผมจะทำการบ้านอะไรให้เสร็จก่อนแล้วก็ค่อยคำว่าการบ้านนี่แม่งคิดถึงคำนี้จังเลยผมไม่ได้ทำการบ้านมากี่ปีแล้วนะนั่นแหละครับก็คือทำการบ้านเสร็จก่อนแล้วก็ช่วงเวลาพักเบรกตอนเที่ยงอย่างเงี้ยครับก็นั่งวาดรูปพกสมุดพกกระดาษไปถ้าช่วงหลังๆก็มี iPad ก็ใช้ iPad วาดไปแต่ส่วนตัวผมคิดว่ามันเริ่มเรียกว่าอะไรวะมันเริ่มเรียนรู้ได้ไวอะครับก็คือช่วงมหาลัยเพราะว่าเรียน สายแอนิเมชันพอดีแต่ว่าก็นั่นแหละกว่าจะเข้าเรียนก็ยากอยู่ครับต้องผ่านแบบบททดสอบเยอะแยะนะทดสอบชีวิตแบบตอนนั้นผมจำได้เลยอะว่ามันจะมีงานแข่งอะไรวะอะไรไทยๆเท่อย่างไทยมั้งจำไม่ได้ละน่าจะนั่นแหละครับแล้วมันเป็นแบบครั้งแรกที่เขาทำเนาะแล้วมันมีแบบแข่งประกวดดิจิตอลอาร์ตช่วงนั้นมันเป็นช่วงก่อนผมขึ้นมหาลัยพอดีช่วงม.6 มั้งแล้วตอนนั้นก็ต้องตัดสินใจครับว่าเราจะเรียนอะไรดีระหว่างสายวิทย์ซึ่งผมก็เรียนมาสายวิทย์เนาะจะไปแบบทางแพทย์ดีไหมไม่ได้อยากไปทางแพทย์นะครับค่อนข้างไม่ชอบนะครับหรือจะไปสายศิลป์ก็คือสายที่เราอยากไปแต่ว่าก็ยังไม่ตอนนั้นก็คือยังไม่รู้เลยครับว่าอนาคตมันจะเป็นยังไงก็ผมก็เลยใช้ไอ้เท่อย่างไทยเนี่ยที่เป็นประกวดนะครับตัดสินเลยแข่งเด็กมันแข่งกันทั่วประเทศแล้วก็ต้องผมก็บอกไปครับว่าถ้าเกิดผมไม่ได้ที่ 1ผมไม่เรียนสายศิลป์นี่ตอนนั้นไม่ถึงขนาดนั้นตอนนั้นก็แค่ว่าถ้าเกิดไม่เข้ารอบแบบมันจะมีรอบ2รอบปะวะจำไม่ได้ละตอนนั้นจะมีรอบ1รอบ2อะไรเงี้ยก็คือรอบแรกคือผ่านปุ๊บแล้วก็ต้องวาดอีกรูปหนึ่งแต่ถ้ารอบ2ผ่านก็คือชนะอย่างนั้นนะคือผมบอกไปว่าถ้าเกิดรอบแรกกูเข้าไม่ได้กูไม่ต้องเรียนสายเนี่ยแล้วก็เข้าได้ครับแล้วก็เข้ารอบแรกปุ๊บรอบ2ก็คือวัดกันอีกทีกี่งาน16งานสุดท้ายมั้งผมได้ที่1ผมก็เลยโอเคกูเรียนก็ได้เหี้ยมันนั้นงานนั้นนานแล้วครับผมยังมีแบบแผ่นกระดาษที่เขาปริ้นมาวางอยู่ชั้นล่างที่บ้านอยู่เลยทดสอบว่าแบบเฮ้ยถ้าเราต้องเอาจริงเอาจังกับด้านนี้จริงๆเราทำได้ไหมถ้าทำได้ก็เรียนทำไม่ได้ก็ไม่เรียนแค่นั้นเลยไม่ได้เรียนไม่ได้หมายความว่าแบบชีวิตมันจบแล้วส่วนมากมันก็แค่แบบเราก็แค่ปัดไปทำอย่างอื่นก่อนเพราะว่าเอาจริงเรียนสายพวกนี้ครับบางทีเราก็ได้ทำงานไม่ตรงสายนะเพราะว่าแบบอย่างผมตอนแรกเริ่มมาวาดรูปใช่ไหมแต่ว่าพอมาอยู่ปี3ปี4ครับดันไปทำงานโพสต์โปรดักชันแทนเพราะว่าคนที่มันแบบวาดรูปเก่งๆมีเยอะครับเยอะมากเลยแล้วคนที่แอนิเมตได้ก็มีเยอะครับผมแข่งกับเขาก็ไม่น่าชนะแล้วก็แบบจะสร้างฐานตัวเองมันก็สร้างยากด้วยครับเพราะว่าเราไม่ได้โดดเด่นกว่าแบบสังคมรอบข้างขนาดนั้นถ้าเทียบกับพวกงานแอนิเมชันถ้าเทียบกับพวกแบบตลาดสากลเลยนะครับเราไม่ได้เด่นมากมันก็เลยโตยากครับผมก็เลยแบบมองว่าเอ้ยแล้วมันมีอะไรที่เราเก่งกว่านี้อีกไหมวะหรือแบบนอกจากที่วาดรูปเรามีอะไรที่เก่งกว่านี้อีกไหมก็เลยไปฝึก After Effects นะครับส่วนมาก After Effects ช่วงต้นๆก็คือมันเป็นวิชาบังคับเรียนในมหาลัยครับก็ได้พื้นฐานมาจากตรงนั้นแต่ว่าตอนนั้นก็เรียนไม่ค่อยรู้เรื่องครับงงช่วงต้นๆนี่คือ what the fuck นี่มันโปรแกรมอะไรไม่เคยใช้เลยมองซ้ายมองขวาคือเพื่อนทุกคนใช้กันเป็นหมดแล้วผมแบบปี2นั้นเป็นครั้งแรกที่ผมจับ After Effects เลยแต่โชคดีที่ได้อาจารย์ดีครับอาจารย์สอนสนุกดีเพื่อนคนอื่นอาจจะแบบบอกว่าอาจารย์สอนอะไรก็ไม่รู้นะแต่ผมรู้สึกก็รู้เรื่องดีนะอาจารย์เขาก็สอนดีแล้วเขาให้อิสระครับแบบว่าผมจะทำอะไรก็ได้เขาก็ดูหมดแล้วเขาก็ให้คะแนนดีเราก็ตั้งใจทำเนาะแบบมันอาจจะแบบแตกต่างจากคนอื่นเพราะว่าเราแบบชอบเล่นอะไรแปลกๆกันเนาะผมเป็นพวกชอบทำอะไรแปลกๆตั้งแต่เด็กแล้วแต่อาจารย์เขาก็ให้ครับเขาให้เราก็ทำแล้วเราก็ทำออกมาได้ดีก็เลยเป็นตัวจุดประกายให้อยากเริ่มศึกษาให้มันลึกขึ้น ยืดเลยสายพวกนี้มันใช้เวลาครับแบบว่าเราค่อนข้างเห็นได้ยากครับพวกคนที่แบบว่าทำแป๊บเดียวแล้วเก่งเลยไม่ค่อยมีหรอกครับส่วนมากเขาก็ใช้เวลาฝึกกันทั้งนั้นนะไอ้พวกที่มันทำแป๊บเดียวเก่งนั่นก็คือเขาฝึกนอกรอบครับเขาไม่เอางานฝึกมาให้เห็นแค่นั้นเลยแล้วเราก็ลืมเขาไปครับพอเขาโผล่กันมาทีคือเขาเป็นมหาเทพแล้ว คิดว่าทำเฟรมนี้เสร็จน่าจะต้องโดดไปทำงานชิ้นอื่นต่อเคลียร์ตรงนี้เสร็จก่อนนะว้าวโปรเจกต์จบจะมีให้ดูไหมมหาลัยผมมันไม่มีโปรเจกต์จบอะครับมันมีแต่มินิโปรเจกต์แต่ผมก็ตั้งใจทำเหมือนโปรเจกต์จบนั่นแหละครับก็ไองานนั่นแหละที่ผมกำลังทำอยู่เนี่ยอันนี้ก็จะเป็นพาร์ทหนึ่งในชิ้นงานมินิโปรเจกต์ครับคือเท่าที่ผมเข้าใจคือบางคนน่ะคือผมว่าคือมองผมอะเขาเน้นให้ฝึกงานเขาไม่ได้เน้นให้ทำโปรเจกต์ครับก็คือช่วงปี4อย่างเงี้ยทั้งปีแล้วก็คือไปฝึกงานแต่ว่ามันก็จะมีรายวิชาพวกมินิโปรเจกต์ของผมอะผมทำแค่เทอมหนึ่งแต่ว่ามีเพื่อนหลายๆคนที่เขาจะยืดทำกันเป็นแบบ1เทอมเต็มๆอย่างเงี้ยครับมันก็จะเป็นสเกลงานทีซิสเลยแต่ผมว่าแพลนว่าถ้าเกิดเราต้องทำเรียกว่าอะไรถ้าเราต้องทำโปรเจกต์2โปรเจกต์อย่างเงี้ยครับเพราะว่ามันมีแบบมินิโปรเจกต์ต่อเทอมอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับผมอาจจะทำ2โปรเจกต์อย่างเงี้ยเพราะว่าสเกลอย่างสเกลงานชิ้นนี้ผมวางให้มันเป็นสเกลที่สามารถจบได้ภายใน1เทอมอย่างเงี้ยถ้าเกิดยืดไปเป็น2เทอมก็คือมันนานเกินไปครับแล้วผมอยาก challenge ตัวเองด้วยแหละมันแม่งมาเทียบกันเลยว่าเทอม1เทอม2แบบงานมันจะแบบ improve แค่ไหนก็คงไม่ขนาดนั้นแต่ก็ต้องดูครับเพราะผมก็ยังไม่มั่นใจเทอม2อาจจะไม่ได้ต้องทำเป็นโปรเจกต์ใหญ่อาจจะเป็นโปรเจกต์เล็กๆอย่างเงี้ยครับเพราะในสำหรับผมก็ถือว่าใหญ่เพราะว่ามันแบบ1 นาทีที่แบบมีแอนิเมตมีอะไรด้วยมันก็ถือว่าเยอะครับงานชิ้นนี้รู้สึกเดดไลน์จะอยู่ที่5 ตุลาครับฉะนั้นก็งานจะมาช่วงตุลาครับตุลาก็ลงถ้าเสร็จก่อนก็ลงก่อนแค่นั้นเลยครับแต่คิดว่าน่าจะเสร็จช่วงตุลาครับเท่าที่ดูสปีดที่ทำอยู่ตอนนี้น่าจะช่วงตุลาเพราะว่าผมก็จะต้องมีแบบงานจากที่อื่นมาด้วยตอนนี้ช่วงนี้ก็เริ่มรับงานจากบริษัทในไทยอยู่เหมือนกันนะงานก็มาเรื่อยๆเนาะเราต้องค่อยๆทำไปครับ เพราะว่าอันนี้คือผมเผื่อไว้แล้วว่าอาจจะต้องรับงานนอกด้วยเพราะว่าทำงานพวกนี้ผมไม่ได้เงินจนต้องรับงานนอกจริงผมมามีคัตติ้งอยู่แล้วซึ่งคัตติ้งเนี้ยจะเป็นคัตติ้ง 50% ก็คืองานมันเสร็จไป 50% แล้วคือตอนนี้งานเนี้ยครึ่งทางละไอ้ที่เหลือมันก็จะเป็นพวกคัตแอนิเมตอย่างเงี้ยคัตแอนิเมตพวกเนี้ยซึ่งมันก็อาจจะใช้เวลาทำซะหน่อยประมาณสัปดาห์หนึ่งอย่างเงี้ยครับคัตติ้งขยับไปเยอะก็อาจจะนานหน่อยถ้าทำไม่ทันจริงอาจจะแบบหาคนช่วยครับรอดูแบ่งเวลาดีๆวันนี้สปีดที่ทำนี่ก็คือแบบนอนตี 4ทุกวันนะตี 3 ตี 4แต่ก็ไม่ใช่นอนไม่พอครับไม่งั้นก็น็อกตายหาไปแล้วก็นอนพอครับแต่แค่ว่าปกติทำงานตอนกลางคืนเฉยๆทำงานแบบจับเวลาก็คงประมาณ8 ชั่วโมงครับทำงาน8นอน8ส่วนที่เหลือก็พักกินข้าวชีวิตช่วงนี้ก็เป็นอย่างนี้ว่ะเดี๋ยวผมต้องไปเขียนเอกสารของผมตอนฝึกงานมันจะต้องมีให้เขียนพวก weekly report ด้วยเดี๋ยวผมต้องไปเขียนยังไม่ได้เขียนเลยสักทีดูดิเดี๋ยวผมลองเอามือมาวางพอมือมาวางทุกอย่างที่เราตั้งใจว่าก็จะหายหมดนี่ไม่เห็นอะไรเลยไอ้น้องแม่งลองดูดิอันนี้มันผมยังต้องอินบีอีกเฟรมหนึ่งแต่ว่าไว้ก่อนเดี๋ยวค่อยทำต่อเดี๋ยวงานอื่นมันไม่สด โอเคได้อยู่เพราะว่าผมแพลนว่าเดี๋ยวทัดด้านหน้านี่จะเอาเอฟเฟกต์วิอะไรสักอย่างมาวางตรงนี้นะเป็นเส้นพุ่งออกไปประมาณนั้นนะแล้วก็อาจจะมีแบบวงเวทอยู่บนหัวอย่างเงี้ยปึ๊บปึ๊บปึ๊บปึ๊บปึ๊บประมาณนี้เดี๋ยวรอดูผมยังไม่รู้เหมือนกันโอเคครับก็สตรีมวันนี้ก็คงมีเท่านี้นะฮะแป๊บนึงนะโอเคทึบเรียบร้อยจริงๆถ้ามีคำถามอะไรเพิ่มเติมก็พิมพ์ไว้ในช่องแชทได้ครับโอเคก็เดี๋ยวผมหนีละหนีไปอาบน้ำยังไม่อาบน้ำเลยขอบคุณมากครับก็ไปละเจอกันสัปดาห์หน้าบ๊ายบายสุขสันต์วันแม่ด้วยครับบายบายวันดีจ้าบายบายบายบายบายบายกดเล่นเลยเหลืออีกเฟรมหนึ่งค่อยทำขี้เกียจโอเคสวัสดีครับไปละวิ